Okay, so here I am again. I am at my second storage unit. What I've come to realize, and well, how do I say? You know, there's always those people out there, I told you so, Patdees, I told you so. But for me, I knew that I could work hard. I proved it back in 2020 that if I hustled and got stuff, that I could be a successful reseller. And I was just basically doing retail arbitrage and sending out packages. Basically, back then I felt a little bit more of just a go-getter, a little bit more of a service-oriented instead of really, yeah, I was a reseller, but more of, hey, Pat, go run for it, and you're going to be able to charge like $5 extra and make money. Now it's more of finding the good deals and just basically hustling every day and sticking to list things and get things up and really having a business plan in place to step it up, for what I need to be for my family and stuff. So this year, in the beginning of the year, was a little rough for me. I had a little bit of an accident. I fell, I hurt myself, and then I wound up getting COVID. And I became a little bit unmotivated there for a little while. And, frustrated to see basically even Amazon go down, but never realized even the potential for eBay until I started. I knew who Chris Lynn was, Daily Refinement, but to me, he kind of always, I guess, and there's where we shouldn't stereotype, had, I guess I had this perception that it was pretty much all about him trying to, like infomercial, trying to sell his Patreon group, and obviously if you have a Patreon, you have that backbone of money coming in, and that helps that even if you do have a slowdown on sales and stuff, but even with him taking the Patreon, getting suspended from, I'm holding this with my hand, guys, so I should have a selfie stick, but I didn't bring one from me, and I'm recording from my phone. But I started more listening to him and his demeanor, and I stumbled upon one day my friend Mel from Australia, who just sells basically books, and I've had her on my channel. But she did a great chat interview with Tech and Sports, who I guess is I don't know if I'm saying this wrong, but is a partner with Chris on the Patreon group. Let's see if I can, maybe. No, I need a chair. I need a chair in here. Or something I can hang. It's too bad I don't have nothing I can hang this from, but it is what it is, and it's hot today. It's 90 degrees here in Pennsylvania. But going back to Tech and Sports and Chris, they basically are like a partnership with, and what I've kind of on my own have learned that basically Tech and Sports, that guy from Florida, and Chris is from California, has really more knowledge than Chris and sort of the mentor, and he's really just refining, Daily Refinement. Maybe that's where Chris kind of came up with the name, and kind of really, Chris has got it, but yet Tech and Sports has really got it. So, it seems like one's the manager, one's the assistant manager. But I saw the chat was long, and I wanted to listen to it. But what happens is you get sidetracked, and so I started listening to it, and I came back to it, and I listened to it, the second part, and it was probably 2 days later. Then I wanted to tie it all in together, and I listened to it again. And again, another person with their demeanor, just, and yeah, I had that demeanor when I was in the restaurant business, and I wasn't using the same, philosophies in doing reselling. Reselling, it allows you a lot of freedom, but it's not as easy as everybody's, you just throw something up online. But there's still customer service. There's things that have to be followed through. and there's still more to it than not. Now, obviously, a situation is if I didn't want to work today, I didn't have to, but I'm not at a level that I feel like why would I want to take off? I try to do this is in my blood 7 days a week, just like the restaurant was, but obviously this is much different. I'm not having to pay 40, 50 employees like I did back in the day, and the overhead is way low, even though people will complain, hey, we got to give eBay 10% and we got to give Amazon this, and with shipping it works out to be on average, those two costs work out to be around 35%. So basically that leaves 65 cents for us to pay insurance, cost of goods, which is cost of goods is to buy our product. And really the chat that Mel had with them with Tech and Sports really struck a chord in me to really get my act together and start doing better and listing more on eBay. And I started on July 4th, 2022, and I was, every day I list, every day. I mean, there's some days I list 20, there's some days I list 10, there's some days I list, but I was, and it was just perfect timing too, and I have to give them credit. I almost forgot about that, but Chaz, Side Hustle Network, who's also been on my channel, Chaz and Trista created a group for 1 month for July, basically just to push everyone to list 3 items a day. And I'm like, 3 items a day? That's nothing. And for me, I didn't want to waste time, let's say 10 minutes. In other words, I'd rather create 40 listings, and if I listed 30 that day and finished up 10 the next day, but at least, start. So I wound up listing, I think it was 603 roughly. I think that's what the number is, 603 in July. And probably it took about 3 weeks. And I started selling older stuff, not stuff that was even listed. That was the odd part about it, stuff that had been sitting in my eBay store. And one thing is that I am selling stuff every day. Now, am I doing numbers like you see people out there doing 20, 30,000? No. But I basically went from Amazon was so good to me 2 years ago that eBay was put on the back burner, and as I made a couple mistakes on there, they pulled a lot of what I was ability to sell, and that was frustrating too. So I only had the ability at that time to sell $3,000. I was like, I could sell unlimited on Amazon. Why am I worried about? Even though I had stuff on eBay, it wasn't. I was a little angry about it, and finally got it back. Now, as I've gotten better and done things, my limits keep going up, and as I'm listing every day, my sales are up. I have sold something every day as of recording this video. I have sold something every day for the last 31 days. My sales are up 125%, and I'm really, I just feel so motivated that I'm doing the right things. So I did a poll, and as you guys have seen on my channel, I've been doing a lot of pallet buying lately, and those are big bulk purchases. I don't want to rely just on one thing. I don't want to just rely on eBay. I don't want to rely just on Amazon. I don't want to rely on Facebook, my website. So I want to basically have 4 or 5 avenues that I could sell. I can sell some things locally, Facebook Marketplace local. I can ship some small things on Facebook, obviously on eBay, on Amazon, and a little bit of YouTube, and with my website. And that's one of the things I rolled out was the pallet mystery boxes. I call them pallet memberships, but you can buy 1 per month. And there's a link below if you're interested in that, and you can kind of share into me and with me and get involved in getting these pallets. So I did a poll about a week ago on my community page and said, hey, what do you guys sometimes eat? I'm a reseller. I'm not quitting everything else, but my main focus is on showing the videos on YouTube on pallets, because there's a bigger, broader interest than Goodwill and Salvation Army and stuff like that. But I'm still going to show some of those other videos. So I asked people, do you want to see what I buy or what I've sold? And it was funny because it was coming down to basically what I sold. It was like 70% for the first, and then all of a sudden it wound up being 50-50. So people still want to see what I'm buying and what I'm selling. So I'm gonna, on the next part of this video, let's show the. I'll pick 10 random things from the month of August, and I will show you guys. So don't give up. Keep listing every day. And I do appreciate the support that you've given me, and I'm having fun doing this. YouTube, I'm getting new subscribers, and you know, obviously some of this is learn as you go, and I'm getting better organized. And when you get better organized and you push yourself, your business goes up. So thanks for let's get in, and I'll show you. I'm gonna stop recording here at the storage unit. We'll go somewhere else. And we're going to show you our, we'll pick 10 items that we sold in August. All right? Thanks, guys. Okay, folks. So like I said, I was going to film this second part at a different location. I am finally home. You guys don't realize that there's been several hours that have passed. And I do appreciate if you're sticking around to this part. And I'm actually really excited lately. You know, I feel like I'm working hard, I'm building something, and I'm doing something that I feel is going to be prosperous and going to pay off, and I'm excited. So I want to share basically 10 things that I've sold on eBay, and should I put it up here? Yeah, I'll put it up here on my, over my shoulder right here. So let's talk about the first one. The first one that I'm going to mention is shorts. Now, I've been selling the shorts. I sell them for $6.99. People have been getting the boys Husky uniform shorts for $13.98. And I do a discount shipping if you get 2 pair. And I just sold 2 pair. And the reason I bring them up is because they are part of one of the pallet buys that I got. Now, that's not something I'm sharing with the people that are buying into the pallet boxes. There's going to be clothes involved, but I'm really trying to be selective to make sure that it's also that if they don't resell it, they can keep the stuff for themselves as far as that, but really give a good, mix. The next item that I'm going to feature and is a vintage alarm flip clock retro J.C. Penney, sold for $35.50. That was a Facebook purchase. $35.50 plus tax, actually. That was a Facebook Marketplace purchase if you watch my videos about vintage radios. So that I did very well on. The next item is a Walt Disney World white 2007 long sleeve shirt. Had a tag on it. I bought it brand new at the Salvation Army basically a year ago. I think I paid probably $7 roughly for it. And I sold it for $25. So that's number 3. The air mattresses. If you guys have been watching me, I just sold a air mattress for $95 plus shipping, which is still basically a discount on that style mattress of about $15, $20. The next item is a pair of sneakers that I sold for $70. Made about $20 on those. The next item actually is a IHOP coffee mug. I sold that for $16 with shipping, so $18 with shipping. So because the coffee mug was basically a pound, it cost about $8. So, but I only paid 49 or 99 cents for that mug. Oh, here's a really good one. A medical book I sold for $50. If you guys follow me and you watch the estate video that I did just recently where the guy had a flamingo out front, they were selling 10 books for $1. And so I paid 10 cents for it, and I turned it into $50. That's 7 so far. And next item was a vintage Green Arrow putting cup. Sold for $13. Paid $1 at an estate sale. That's all right. And I mean, You're not getting rich off of that, but still, that's okay. This one I really liked. I thought it was unique. Was an antique God Bless Our Home frame foil painted picture of Jesus. I sold it for $39.72 plus shipping, and I paid roughly $7 for it about six months ago. So that was nice. I you know, sometimes when I buy stuff, I kind of fall in love with it, and I'm like, oh. And then I say sometimes, why did I buy this? So, okay, so that's 9. Okay, I'm going through a bunch here, trying to pick some ones that maybe. Oh, here's one. A pair of DC Comic Harley Quinn socks. Sold for $7.99. I paid $1 for them, and brand new in the pack, and they sold for $8 plus shipping. So there you go. There is 10 items that I just recently sold. I do appreciate you guys watching. I just got home, so I'm actually in the middle of I am watching a little bit of YouTube and checking pallets that I bought on and scheduling stuff. That's the only thing with doing pallets is you're buying, but then you also got to figure the schedule and if I need to rent a truck or not. And when I start getting into 2-3 pallets at a time, I have to rent a truck. So sometimes I can't even schedule to pick it up yet until I see the truck is available. So that's what I'm working on right now. And guys, hey, appreciate the support. Give me thumbs up, and I'll see you again. Bye.